Hello everyone, it's ow! Hello everyone, it's Deli here, rub my belly, and welcome to our next CC hunting video. I have been on the hunt for custom content, and one of the custom content pieces I've been really wanting to get is some really nice kitchen counters. In The Sims 4, we don't have a whole heap of nice kitchen counters. We are actually quite restricted. Part of that reason, I believe, is because it takes a lot of time and effort to make one new kitchen counter because there's so many components to it. HeyHarrie and Felixandresims have actually come out with a collaboration called the Kichen, kitchen with no T. It's a 55-piece kitchen set that is 100% Maxis match. There's 64 counter swatches. 64 swatches. I am in swatch heaven. It is available right now to download on their Patreon, so I'll link that in the description down below, and it'll be available to the public on the 3rd of October. So I will link everything you need to know down there, and let's get a tea, let's get settled, and let's check out this amazing content. All right, so I've chosen the most random place ever to show this pack off to you guys, but I have had a little play with it already because to be honest, I was so excited to check it out. I wasn't even planning to make a video on this, but I was like, you guys need this in your game. Like, this is so good. And I'm really sorry to you console players because you guys can't get the custom content and it's just so unfair. But anyway, at least you guys can appreciate what the community's been up to. So this is the kitchen set, and I am just amazed and blown away at how legit this looks. Like, this actually looks like this has been made by Maxis. Like, if I saw this, I would not think that this is custom content at all. But let's just have a look and get an idea of what's in the set. Obviously, there's these amazing kitchen counters. They look so stunning. I love it. We've got new chairs. We've got some decor items. Oh, look, there's Sim Deli out there building a sandcastle with Mr. Chow Chow. Beautiful new lights, microwave, cupboards, appliances, decor objects, shelves, plants. Look at, this is my favorite thing. There's actually stackable plates and bowls. I know. Freak out in the comments down below because I would be like, oh my gosh. Also, some really lovely plants that can be suspended from the roof or kind of put against walls. I think they look fantastic. The counters, here's like a concrete swatch where I've just kind of put them in the orientation of a circle. Chopping board, chairs. Look at these wine racks when they're put together. Look at this plant and basket, and these baskets and plants and little bowls and the dining table and these chairs. Funnily enough, I was actually trying to buy wishbone chairs in real life for my dining table, but they didn't really suit my table, so I couldn't get any, but those are my like favorite kind of dining chairs. New bar. So yeah, it's looking pretty sick. I love these lights too. It's just, oh, Mr. Chow Chow loves it. Loves it. So let's jump into build and buy mode and actually have a look at this. Now, I do have a couple of other custom content items in my game at the moment, so not all of this is from the pack. Anything with this little green logo on it is from this pack. Basically, the idea of this pack was that it could suit a lot of different aesthetics. So whether you have a modern house, vintage, or a little bit more traditional, hopefully the counters could fit in nicely. And I do think that they would, depending on which swatches you use. There's a lot of greens, creams, some hints of reds, blacks, browns. Really, really beautiful. My only thing is, you guys know how much I love light timber. I would have really loved some light timber swatches, but you know what? That's a whole other can of worms. So I'm not complaining about this. I'm stoked by the beautiful swatches that we do have. So obviously you've got the dining chair, you've got the bar stool in the same colors. There's also some really nice blue hues in there, which I really love. And then there's the hero piece, which is the new counter. And it's a really simple, sleek design, but it's got enough detail in it so it can look a little bit more traditional because it does have that border around those drawers. So it's a really clever design for them to have picked, and I love the stone tops. They're so gorgeous. There's all white, there's all black, which ticks all the boxes for me when it comes to Sims content, and I just think it's beautiful. And I love this soft moss green color. Oh, it's delicious. And also a lot of these go well with other swatches. Like, you could put the black with the green. Obviously I've paired olive green in the back there with white woods and dark woods, and you can really go to town with it, and also use the plain concrete colors as well. So there is a ton of swatches in here. Basically, you've got the concrete top, the plain black and white tops, but you've also got these stone tops. And I don't know if this is a texture that already existed in the game, but I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. And of course the white and black marble. So there's a ton of options here. And let me just show you all the swatches. I don't think I've ever seen so many swatches on one item. So that's pretty cool. And of course, you know, because it's a counter, as I was saying, they're going to have different pieces because you have the smaller pieces that you put on the ends. They have the curved pieces. If you pick the corresponding bench, you can have the curved pieces and kind of put them in this orientation. You can work with that. And the really cool thing is you can kind of delete one piece. So it's like a slice of cake being cut, and you can see that there's a few different swatches in here as well. So you can kind of mix and match and have fun with that, make curved counters. So they've definitely gone to town to make sure that it has all the pieces you need. Even the corner pieces are included. And if you don't know actually how to get to those extra counter options, you just press this little cogwheel here on the swatch bar. So that's how you do that. And what I also love is they have these shelves that are full width, meaning that they're the same width as your kitchen counters. So you can make gaps in your kitchen counters, which is really, really cool. So you can kind of go like this and, you know, have a middle piece. I really, really love that. And this sink is actually a whole new piece as well. So I think you call this a farmer's sink, and this definitely will suit those more traditional homes, I think. Then there's also the shallow shelf. So you have the thicker one that's the same as the counter, and then also the shallow one. And I think you would be able to do some really interesting things with these, like having kind of jagged shelves that go in and out. You know, you can get pretty creative with that. Then there's all of these cupboards, the long cupboards, and we've got the shorter cupboards as well. So obviously if you open up the swatch panel from these cupboards, you can then pick the longer versions, you can pick the shorter versions, the corner versions, all of that. I did go with the darker timber, but of course I think there's the olive swatch. I thought there was an olive swatch. Oh yeah, there is. So I could have gone all olive, but I thought it was nice to kind of show off some other options. So you've got all your cupboards along there, and they actually come in two different kinds as well. It says there's a deep cupboard and also the shallow cupboard. So if I pick the normal size kind of cupboard here, you can see that there's a difference in depth, which I thought was kind of interesting and nice if you want a slimmer looking kitchen. So that's really, really quite lovely. And also they've got a stove top here where it's actually, I'm pretty sure the stove from the game that they've just kind of chopped off the top of it so it can sit flush with your island bench, which I don't know why the Sims don't do this. James and I talk about it a lot, why the Sims always have a lip on the stove, because I don't think I've used a stove like that since I was like 5 years old. So yeah, I think most modern stoves typically that are more contemporary looking are all flush with the bench top, and they don't have that outer lip. So I'm really glad to see that as well. And that's Max's match as well. It's also like a new microwave here, dishwasher that obviously fits this seamlessly. Really, 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 really nice. Like, how good is this? Are you guys as excited as me? I think I love this. You know, the community is so clever. They really smashed this out of the park. Then we have this resin dining table, which is really cool. So it's got clear resin down the center, or you could see it as glass if you want to, but the description says resin, and that's, you know, really quite beautiful and simple. And there's also the shorter version too with the resin on the outer edges. That's a really nice, unique piece, I think. I like that we have something a little bit more unique in the game because we do already have a lot of basic tables. So it's good that they experimented a bit with that piece, I think. Then there's like a gazillion different plants, which I was surprised by, but I'm not complaining about. So we have these, you know, cascading leaves that kind of come down, really well positioned as well to sit on shelves or size up or size down. We have these little baskets. Now these baskets I think were first seen in Jungle Adventure. So they've recolored it and kind of placed one of the base game pots into that. So it's quite clever what they've been doing with kind of chopping up the items, putting a lavender bush that we recognize into these pots from Jungle Adventure. This is another pot that's been repotted from the game, and another one here. This one was in a square pot and now is in the Jungle Adventure pot. So they've done a really good job of this. And I love this. They've also merged another 2 items to create this one. And this is an object I use a lot in the game. I can't remember what it was from. Maybe, City Living? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But they have done a really nice job of merging different existing Maxis content. And look at this. This is the jug, I think, from the lemonade jug, potentially, maybe. This tree, I think, was from the Laundry Day stuff pack, repotted. Some chopping boards as well. Gotta love those extra decor items. These that we've seen on the other side of the room, really, really nice. And they all come in a range of swatches too, so you can get different colors, all quite muted. So it kind of goes with everything. And then this is really, really clever. We've got a whole heap of plates that come in both black and white, I might add, which is very excited to see. And mugs, which I assume are existing mugs and plates from the game that they've kind of put together. Because often in my builds, I will use bowls from Bite-A-Bug mode, but they go smelly and the Sims then have to pack them up. So now you can actually have all your bowls and cups and wait for the best thing ever. You're gonna lose it. If you're like me, you're gonna lose it in a second. They are stackable. What? They stack. They stack. Look how high they go. Do you know how freaking amazing this is? So you can stack them on your shelves like this. I didn't even know objects could be stacked in The Sims 4, but I love it. I'm so obsessed. I think you can actually, yeah, you can stack bowls on top of plates. What? I kind of want this to just be my thumbnail because this is what like blew me away. So yeah, we've also got martini glasses. This is really fun. If you have dine out, you can make restaurants with all of these things showing. So obviously I've stacked up bowls here and plates and kind of arranged them. I personally also like sizing down the martini glasses. The scale just looks a little bit more natural to me, and also to fit them on the shelves a little bit more easily because I think they clip slightly, unless you're meant to have them sideways maybe. Or maybe you're meant to place them sideways, that's probably why. I can't be the only one obsessing about this. There's also some fry pans, which is nice to just kind of have around the place as clutter. Chopping boards. Mortar and pear, is it called? Mortar and pear? Mortar and pear? I don't know, I'm not even gonna try. I'm just embarrassing myself. A little bread basket. I thought this was the sweetest thing ever. Really, really cute. I actually think a lot of the people on the Sims team will probably be into this as well. I reckon they'll be like, wow, they did a really good job of this. I mean, I can't speak for them, but I think they'll be impressed by this. And look at these. I love these. These are so nice. Some olive oil vinegar type things. What is this? Carafe set? What's a carafe set? Is this like a coffee thing or a wine thing? I don't know, but I'm into it. Coffee press, that might have been taken from Get Together potentially as a separate item. I actually have one of these plungers myself on my kitchen bench. And the wine racks, which I love these. I've actually wanted a really nice wine rack IRL and in my game, and they sit really well together. And then, if that's not enough, we then have some really gorgeous, really well made and well done lights that come in different sizes and colors and so good, that match any wall height. So they've kind of gone for the green transparents, the blue transparents, the blacks, the grays. They might have even taken these swatches from the hanging mason jars that came in one of the packs. Maybe? I don't know, maybe they just did their own swatches, but they look so good, and I love mixing and matching them. So I put them everywhere because I was like, oh my god, this is the best day of my life. These wall lights are from Maxis. They're not part of the custom content pack. But yeah, if we just go through them quickly, you know, you've got the same light just in different lengths. So you have your different wall heights covered. I think they come in 3 lengths and 2 different designs. So there's the more wide rimmed like hat shape like this, and then there's the more elongated one too, which you guys probably can't see that because there's so much stuff going on my screen right now. But yeah. And wait, is this a fridge? Oh my gosh, I just realized this is a freaking fridge. I thought this was a cupboard. Did I put 2 fridges in here? Oh my gosh. Oopsies. So wait, if I want to use this cupboard, so is this, oh my gosh, the cupboard is the same as the fridge. What? No. Okay. Well, technically the fridge sticks out just a little bit more, but if you have the move objects on sheet, you could just go like that and you might be able to just fit it into the wall. You might, yeah, ooh, if only it was just a little bit skinnier. But yeah, you can like have a fridge cupboard that looks like all the other cupboards. So let's make some dumplings in your new gorgeous kitchen. Let's see what you're doing with your life. Okay. Oh, look! Wow, did that fridge have a black interior? Wait, is there a freezer bunny in there? Did they include the freezer bunny? Where's the freezer bunny? It's not in the freezer. The freezer's down there. Oh, so maybe the freezer bunny's down there, so that's okay. But yeah, damn, black interior fridge. Do you guys have a fridge with a black interior? I kind of love that idea. I'm into that. Why do they always do this? This isn't a custom content thing. This is like, the Sims are always making food inside of their microwaves. I don't know why. Maybe it's when you have move objects on. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much the new pack. So like I said, I'll link it down below. If you want to be a Patreon, you can and get it right now. I think it's around $5 USD a month to be a Patreon for them. I could be wrong. I honestly do encourage people to become a Patreon of a custom content creator. Like obviously you can't be that for everyone, but the amount of effort that goes into something like this is a lot of work, and we use it so much in our games. It's really nice to support if you can. So even just for a month or two, I'm sure it's appreciated because this is being given out for free essentially on the 3rd of October. So if you can join for a Patreon to get it early, why not? Why not help someone else out in the world who has a passion for Sims? So yeah, let me know what you thought of this. Let me know if you're gonna download it. Thank you so much to Felix and Harry. You guys have just done an insane job. I think this looks like it's straight from the studio, so bravo. I am very impressed. And thank you, I'm gonna use it a lot. Yay, I'm so happy. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because we're on that road to 1 million subscribers. Hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. We will speak to you soon. Bye.
There's too much dust in the air.